You can take this opportunity to find your way onto your back, lowering yourself onto your mat, into your Shavasana. Just beginning our practice with a moment of relaxation, inviting your body into stillness, beginning to quiet the mind. You can start by setting the feet out wide to the bottom corners of the mat, releasing through the ankles, let the toes grow heavy to the sides. Releasing the legs. Feel the low back supported by the ground beneath you as the shoulders tuck beneath you. Opening up through the front of your chest, your throat. Arms wide at your sides, let the palms face up. Gently tuck your chin in towards your chest, lengthening through the back of your neck. The eyes can softly close. The gaze softening behind the eyelids. Letting go of any external distractions, either in the room you've chosen for your practice or from your day, that may be pulling you off your mat. Instead, turn your awareness, your attention to the breath as it moves in and out through your nose. Becoming aware of the gentle rise and fall of the belly and chest with every breath. As the breath moves in through the nose, feel the belly rise up towards the ceiling. And with a soft exhale, the belly contracts and sinks back down towards the earth. With a slow breath in, belly rise. With a soft breath out, the belly falls. Continuing that slow, rhythmic breath into the belly. Finding some stillness through the chest. Each time the belly fills, taking in one last little sip of air at the top, before slowly releasing and emptying the lungs completely. Each breath in, inviting the body to take up more space in the room around you. Each breath out, sinking you deeper and deeper into the mat, really grounding you here in this space. Start to slowly awaken the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Find some gentle rotations through the wrists and the ankles, getting out any little creaks or cracks that may have developed in your day. Rotating in the opposite direction. Slide the feet together at the bottom of the mat. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Keep the left leg extended long. You can interlace the fingers around the shin, take hold of the knee, whatever is accessible. Reaching through the left heel, keep the toes of the left foot pointing towards the ceiling, drawn back towards your face. The right ankle can release. Creating a little bit of length in your body with each breath in. And each breath out, gentle compression on the knee draws it in closer to your chest. You can take a few gentle circles with the right knee. In both directions. The next time the right knee comes through center, pause there with the breath. Release the right arm beside you. You can extend it long or take it in cactus formation. Lengthen through the spine, and then guide the right knee across your body over to the left for a twist. Keep the right shoulder in contact with the floor. You can always place a pillow or a block beneath the right knee for some support. Gaze is to the ceiling or over to the right. Creating a little bit of distance here between the right hip and the right shoulder. Bring the right knee back through center, gaze as well. Hug it in towards your chest. Draw the left knee in to meet the right, and give them both a hug. Staying long through the spine, reach the tailbone away from the crown of your head as you draw the knees in a little bit closer. Gentle rock from side to side. Maybe taking the knees through some circles. Circling in the opposite direction. Lower the sole of the left foot to the floor. Keep the knee bent for now. With the right knee drawn in, reach for your strap. So that can be a yoga strap, a belt, a long sleeve shirt, or a towel. Loop the strap over the right foot and start to extend the leg long, straightening through the knee. From there, start to draw the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling. Pause it when you start to feel a bend happening in the knee. So we want to keep a little bit of a straight leg here. You can have a micro bend to protect the joint. We never want to lock out the joint. We're just looking to feel a bit of a stretch at the back of the right thigh. Once you feel that knee start to bend, pause there and work on lengthening through that area. You can keep the left knee bent, or you can extend the left leg long to the bottom of your mat. Reach the right hip crease away from the right shoulder and down into your mat. If the left leg is extended, make sure that it's active. So you're reaching through the left heel, toes drawn towards the left shin. Every inhale, lengthening through the spine. Every exhale, maybe you're able to move the foot even just a millimeter further, a little bit closer towards the ceiling or even the floor behind your head. And release the left hand onto your left hip. Encourage it down into the mat. Draw the toes towards the floor behind your head and then over to the right side of the room. So keep it drawn towards the room behind your head. It's not just bringing it over to the side here. We want to also reach it above and beyond the right shoulder. Over to the right side of the room. Left hip is driving down into the mat. You can use the left hand to encourage that motion. Feeling a bit of a stretch here into the inner right thigh. Left hip stays rooted, belly button draws in, and start to guide the right foot back through center. Take the strap in both your hands and pause for a few breaths here in the center. Take the strap now into the left hand. Make the capital L shape with the right hand. Take your thumb and place it into the right hip crease, fingertips reaching towards the left heel. Palm faces down. As you press the thumb into the hip crease and down towards the mat, encourage your hip to stay stable in that position. From here, picture your right foot at 12 o'clock. We're going to shift the foot over a couple inches to the left to about 11 o'clock, so not very far at all. That right hand is keeping the right hip down onto the mat. From here, turn the toes to about 10 o'clock, so a little bit of an internal rotation. And the right foot shouldn't be too far to the left side here. So we're not coming into a twist. The right hip is not lifting off of the mat. We're just coming a little bit beyond the midline and pointing the toes a little bit further to the left. Bringing a stretch out the right side of your glute, the outer edge of your hip and thigh. This can be a great stretch for people to work on that have sciatica issues. A lot of the muscles that run down this area are affected when you have flare-ups. Slowly bring the right leg back through center. Release the strap. Lower the right foot down towards the mat. Take a mini shavasana here, send the feet out wide. Just noticing any differences from side to side. Any little subtle changes that may have happened in the body with those first few stretches. Slide the feet together at the bottom of the mat. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Take hold of the left knee. Hugging it in towards the body for wind relieving pose. See if you can stay soft through the shoulders, through the face. Remain active through the right leg, reaching through the heel. Taking a few gentle circles with the left knee. Staying stable through the right hip. And circling in the opposite direction. Next time you come through center, pause there. And take the left knee in the right hand, release the left arm beside you. First, find some length from the right heel to the top of your head, and then slowly with control, guide the left knee across your body over to the right. You can let the left knee hang in space, or you can fill that void with a block or a pillow. Gazes to the ceiling or over to the left. Filling up the lower left belly with breath here, creating space in that area with each breath in. Maybe deepening the twist with each breath out, but never being forceful. Gaze comes back through center. Left knee follow. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. And then bring the right knee in to meet it. Just noticing the subtle movement in your body with each breath. Maybe taking that gentle rock from side to side. And taking these in gentle rotations. Finding some stillness in the center. Lower the sole of the right foot to the floor. Take your strap over the left foot. And extend the left foot long, straightening through the leg. Reach the sole of the left foot up towards the ceiling, pausing when you start to feel that bend happening in the left knee. Right knee can stay bent, or you can extend it long to the bottom of your mat. Active through the right leg, both ankles are flexed here. As you draw the sole of your left foot towards the ceiling, maybe bringing the toes towards the floor behind you. Of course, it's not likely going to touch. It's just the direction that you're drawing the toes. Notice if you're lifting the left hip up off the floor, can you send it back down into the mat and away from the top of your head? So as much as the left heel is reaching up towards the ceiling, the left hip is veering down in towards the mat, resisting that pull. We're looking for a stretch of the back of the left thigh here. Noticing if you feel a little bit tighter on this side than the first side. Maybe you're able to go a little bit deeper. It's normal to be different from side to side. We're going to take the strap into just the left hand. Release the right hand onto the right hip, encouraging it down into the mat. Continue to draw the toes towards the floor behind your head as you open up towards the left side of the room. Being mindful not to just tip over onto the left hip here. We want to keep the right hip in contact with the mat at all times. And the toes of the left foot are reaching beyond the left shoulder. We're heading in that direction. Notice if your breath is becoming short or sharp. Can you soften the edges? Bring the left foot back through center. And pausing for a few breaths here in the center, just noticing if you're able to go a little bit deeper. Finding a little more space in the back of the left thigh, the glutes. And then take the straps in just the right hand. Make that capital L shape with the left hand, placing the thumb in that hip crease where the fleshy bit of your thigh meets the pelvis. Palm faces the floor as you point the fingertips towards the right heel. Encourage the left hip into the mat. You may find it helpful to extend the right leg if it's still bent, just to create some space. For the left leg to move over to the right a couple of inches to about 1 o'clock. Keep the toes reaching towards the room behind you as you send the left hip down into the mat. It quickly tries to lift up here, so just be mindful of that. And from there, start to find an internal rotation, so point the toes a little bit further to the right. And so the outer edge, the big toe edge of the left foot should be roughly in line with your right side body, not beyond. So it's not going beyond the right shoulder here. As much as those toes are pointing over towards the right side of the room, the outer edge, the left hip, is reaching down into the mat. Slowly bring the left leg back through center and take a few breaths there. Release the strap, and slowly with control lower the left leg to meet the right. Taking a mini shavasana. Just noticing the changes that have occurred in your body. Becoming aware of space that was created. Feeling a little bit taller, a little more open. Slide the feet together. Bend through the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Let the soles of the feet come to touch, the knees fall wide apart, creating a diamond shape with the legs. You can always place blocks beneath the knees here for some added support. We'll place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthening through the back of the neck as you send your shoulder blades beneath you. becoming aware of the support between the soles of your feet. Noticing the points of contact between feet and floor. Becoming aware of the location of the legs, calves, the knees, the thighs, and their location in space, as well as their relationship to the rest of your body. Surrendering the legs to gravity, letting go of all effort in them. Releasing through the hips, the glutes, the pelvis. The entire lower half of your body is completely effortless here, supported by the feet and the ground beneath. The entire back body grows heavy in the mat. The front body is light and fluid, moving freely with breath. As the hands ride the wave of breath, a gentle up and down motion like waves of the ocean. Find softness through the arms and stillness. The only movement is that of the hands, the gentle rise and fall of breath. The eyes are closed, the jaw is soft. The head grows heavy in the mat beneath you. The sounds around you start to fade off into the background, becoming nothing more than a faint echo in the distance. Remaining here in this position or taking a shavasana at any time. Staying there in breath for as long as you have available to you. This little mini session was simply to open up through the legs, the lower half of your body. We spend so much time on our feet. Tightness in these areas can lead to a lot of low back and hip issues. So it's nice when you're short for time just to be able to work one of those problem areas. Such gratitude for you joining me in this practice as always. Namaste.